a family, but the wife left me. She had a baby, but she went her way, and I've never seen her. It's about 6 years.
Hakuna mtu awasaidia mimi. Sasa nilikuwa mgonjwa sana, hata usugumuza nilikuwa pade sugumuza. Sasa gasi kuleone watu wa kanisa wakanileta hapa.
In traditional African societies, growing old was something that people were looking forward to because it meant being surrounded by friends, families and relatives. But with urbanization and people living longer, there's been increased pressure, especially financially at the family level, and this has led to old people being abandoned at their greatest hour of need. According to the country's Bureau of Statistics, there are about 2 million old people in Kenya. 60% of these live in abject poverty and are further burdened with caring for their orphaned grandchildren. Agnes is 64 years old and lives in Korogosho. She's caring for her orphaned grandchildren, 3 of who are aged between 4 and 10 years. The youngest is 2 years old.
Akuira rere mwaka ũrĩa ũngĩ rĩu niĩ ndio waika na twana mbere ndio na mũirĩtu ũcio wakwa nĩ ndarutaga wĩra Australia rĩu nĩrĩo ndaumire hau ngĩũka gũkũ ndoka gũkũ nĩrĩo ndambĩrĩirie wĩra mũkuru rĩu ngathiĩ kũrogota kuo ndarogota kĩrĩa ndarogota ngendia nĩgetha makona irio.
The Dandora dump site is one of the main sources of livelihoods for Agnes. Here, she collects bones, bottle tops and plastic bags to sell and uses the money to buy food and pay school fees for 2 of her grandchildren.
Nyendagia na kilo. Rĩu kilo ya kĩrĩa ya makaratathi yumaga ciringi 5 peke nayo yumaga ciringi 5 mabuba nĩ ciringi 2 rĩu ndĩrona cianda.
The Cheshire Home for the Aged in Kariobangi is a home which takes care of elderly homeless people by giving them food and health provisions. Agnes is a beneficiary of the home.
Ni andũ manjĩrire makĩnjĩra tondũ atene maroywo gũkũ Chochea ũthiĩ na kĩbandĩ nĩ ũkuoywo.
The home is for destitute elderly, men and women. So in the beginning, one of our sisters was sent here to the parish to find out what was at that time, in 85, the greatest need of this area. And doing a lot of surveys, she found out that elderly people were languishing on the roadsides in their houses without caring. We find the biggest pain for them is maybe not hunger, but it is to be abandoned. In the old age, they become the guardians of orphaned grandchildren. They come here on Wednesday and they come again on Friday. And both days they get, like the others on Tuesday, get handout of food. They have first a good meal, they have social life together, social life among our own workers, among each other. And after the handout of food and also vegetables that we receive for them, they go back home for that day.
Agnes comes to the home twice a week for some of this assistance.
Leo ndĩciragia o ũrĩa rĩu nguona irio ciaya nĩgetha matikahũte tondũ mahũta Ngai nĩakũnyima baraka.
Despite difficulties in accessing proper food and shelter, Agnes also has to contend with increasing health challenges.
Unatembea nje wewe? 225 over 119. Unaenda?
Leo ndĩigĩre biacara ndingĩcaria mbeca njige biacara handũ andũ aya marĩrĩaga makahũna na ngaiga kanyamu kanini riu ndirona ngurite na maisha moru ni tondu riu ndirahoya Ngai muno tondu ndire na gwa guthie mucie ndire mami ni akuire baba ni akuire riu ndire na gwa guthie na mugunda ukioyo ni andu angi riu ngakira Ngai baba no amenyereire moyo wakwa na moyo wa ciana ici riu ndire undu ngihoyaga